I'm currently in that liminal space between my old life and my new life. And what makes it even harder is that my old life is really not that bad. It's pretty fucking good, to be honest with you. But I can't get out of my head the idea that I am meant for more. I have been told so many different times by many different people ever since I was young that I had a gift and that I was going to do something great with that gift. And as I got older and started to really realize what that gift was, but also talk to people in the spiritual realm and get tarot readings and astrology readings, I was told that I had a greater purpose. And that purpose was going to be tied to my career. And that's when it was validated for me that the life that I am living is not the life that I am meant to be living, at least part of it. And you're stuck in that space between the life you have and the life you want. It feels impossible. I said this on a video that I posted on TikTok, but it feels like I'm standing on an island looking over at a nearby island, and that island is where I want to be. That's the life that I can see for myself. That's the life that I so plainly envision that I want to be living, but I don't know how to get there. And I think I'm starting to realize that the only way over there is to swim. To risk swimming in deep waters, to risk knowing that the ocean might swallow me up, to risk getting exhausted and wearing myself out. But that is the only way over, is to just throw myself into the water and swim. I often talk about this liminal space like being in a hallway. Sometimes it feels like you're in a hallway and none of the doors are open for you. And you're just kind of waiting to see if a door unlocks or if a door opens. Just waiting in an empty hallway. And sometimes it feels like there are a lot of endless possibilities. There are many doors that you can choose from. You just have to choose. And it just depends on the day and my mood at that time frame. How that hallway seems to me. Right now it seems like every door is closed. And I think the hardest part about being in this liminal space is the not knowing. The uncertainty of it all. Wanting so much more for your life and knowing what that looks like for you and not knowing the how. And I know that the how you're supposed to let the universe figure out. But I've never been one that can easily ask for help. Not even from the universe. And I'm learning that I have to trust. And I'm learning that I have to let go of control over things that I cannot see. It is very difficult to see the life that you want, but not know how to get there. But maybe that's the point. Maybe in this time, you become the person that you need to become in order to get the life that you want. Maybe in the water, once you throw yourself in, you become that courageous, brave, strong person that you need to be in order to get to the other island. And we don't see that while we're standing, while it's peaceful, while we're on the warm sand. We don't see that that's what needs to happen because we're comfortable. And if you want to make a change, and if you want that life that you see for yourself, if you want to move from one spot to another, you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And so the only way to that version of your life that you envision for yourself is to swim and learn how to be a swimmer, a strong swimmer. I recently read The Alchemist, and at first, right after reading it, my literal first thought was, what the fuck was that? So I feel like I didn't truly understand the message that the book was trying to portray. But then the more I sat with it, the more I thought about it, the more that I realized that his whole journey was becoming someone that he needed to become. And in the process of finding his treasure, he became the person that he needed to become through the journey of finding that treasure, right? He became the person that he needed to become in order to find it. And he probably wouldn't have found it if it wasn't for everything that he went through, everything that he learned along the way. So I think there's a reason for this space right now. And there's probably a lot of you that are feeling a lot like I am, in the in-between. But the only advice that I can give you, coming from someone who's feeling it right now, who's living it just the same way you are, is that sometimes you have to stop thinking. Sometimes you have to stop preparing, stop analyzing, stop planning, stop organizing, and just throw yourself in the water and swim.